Oh, you. Okay. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We shall talk about understanding money. Okay, and understanding money is not enough. You don't read the other way around. Understanding money is not enough. Different, no. Money is more than enough. It's that people lack understanding of money. Okay, what I'm going to say, there will always be a disclaimer. Whatever I say may not be correct. So you just listen, understand, okay. Don't understand, never mind. Misinterpret is your problem. Or I give you wrong info, also your problem. Okay, what is money? Okay, people always talk about counting money. Okay, what they mean by counting money means they are counting the currency. How many dollars, how many cents. Okay, but in English, money is an uncountable noun, which means that you cannot have one money, two money, three money. It's not countable, just like water. You can have one water, two water. But you can say one bottle of water, 1 liter of water. 1 liter is countable, but water is not. Money is also not countable. This is English. Okay? Because what you are counting is the dollar and cents. Okay, and then currency means belongs to which country. So different country, different currency. Okay, the only money that is real is Brazil currency. No, you don't catch it. Brazil currency is real.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I think two of them got the understanding. Okay, the Brazil currency is called real, REAL, real and real. Okay, other currency are not real.
Yeah, dollar, yeah,
Rupiah, yen, renminbi, and all this.
Dong.
Ding dong, all everything lah. Ding dong dong all there. So these LibreOffice are now still loading, but I'm not interested already. Very funny. When I run the LibreOffice, it went to installation. Now it went and pop out the thing. I got to get back. That is disturbing my screen.
Opening on July 2025 and end at January 4th, 2026.
Okay, now we continue. Okay, and money is fungible. Okay, fungible means if I give you $10, you can take the $10 and spend it. Another day, you can return me another $10, different type of $10. It's okay because it still has $10. But if I lend you a dog, then you must return me the same dog. You cannot take the dog, do whatever you want, and then return me is a different dog. Say my girlfriend, you borrow my girlfriend, you must return the same one. You cannot return the different one. Okay, these are not fungible. Let's say the artist drawing, a Mona Lisa, is not fungible. You cannot exchange one for another.
Yeah, but now France, they did 30 copy.
Or copies, but it's
sell
still not
30
fungible. It's still not fungible.
Sign copy. No. Unsigned. It's fully this certificate.
Correct. So, but it is still not fungible. Okay.
So you copy.
Anything that
So nobody wants to steal
no lah. I mean,
all this make money. The museum got money. Sorry.
Okay, and then money, you can create money from nothing. Okay, a lot of people can say, oh, US keep printing money. Okay, but US don't anyhow print. They cannot just print like that. They need something to exchange to show people. Because if you print money from nothing, your money become like banana money. Has no value. It's like toilet paper. I can just create toilet paper. We don't need any approval. Okay, nowadays money is digital form in the bank. The bank can always add another few zero and the bank become very rich. So what's the meaning of money already? So there must be control. This is the government self-imposed control to show to the world. They don't have to do that. Okay, in the past, people use gold currency and all these things. They don't have digital transaction. So you don't have this problem. Okay, and then money is a belief. If you believe that this money has value, then it has value. If you don't believe it has value, then it's just a piece of paper or a piece of metal. Okay, in the past, people use coins, precious metal like silver, copper, gold as coin. Let's say in China, they do that.
Early in the 14th century, they not only using that, they actually bring silver fork and spoon. If they want, then they cut to same weight and exchange. Silver spoon. Yeah, silver fork or spoon.
Yeah. I mean, if you go back even further, people use stone. And then last time there was one island tribe, they use seashell.
Yeah.
Because if you are free, you go to the sea, you catch seashell. So that is the effort. The effort is the number of seashell that you collect. And if you don't want to go under the sun and in the water to collect the seashell, you can work and raise chicken and all that. And chicken exchange seashell. Seashell can be used to exchange chicken, vegetable, whatever things you want. So if you are good, you can make bow and arrow and exchange for seashell. So seashell become a currency. And the person who created this currency is the one who went to the water to collect the seashell. But eventually, people don't use anymore. Slowly, don't want the seashell. No meaning already. Because when you get more and more seashell floating around, it has lost its value already. You collect one whole cover of seashell for what? Same like the gold and silver, all these become very heavy to move around when you want to buy things. So people are become very intelligent. I have a business, let's say in Shanghai and in Beijing. So if businessmen want to go Beijing, they got to travel long distances. And to carry gold and silver over long distances, there is a risk of being stolen, robbed, and all this nonsense. So they went to someone, they call it, maybe now you call it a bank. They went to a bank to get a note, okay, a paper note. So you must trust this bank that this paper note is trustworthy. So this note will tell you, okay, how many silver and all these things, or gold, or copper, whatever. And then you take this note, when you travel until Beijing, you go to the same bank, a company, maybe the parent company or subsidiary, and then exchange for real gold or silver. Okay, that way you only carry a piece of paper and you can hide it anywhere. People cannot find it.
When was this?
China.
When was this?
Long ago, history, before electronic was invented.
One is very long.
Very early, China
2000
already have
before
already.
They already have this. Who say this paper is worth so much?
Oh, the bank.
Those days already have banks. Yeah.
It's not called bank, but of course,
It's maybe the parents.
no, it's a businessman.
It's a businessman.
Okay, because they do business in Beijing and do business in Shanghai. They have money in Beijing and money in Shanghai. So instead of you carry the money from Shanghai to Beijing, you carry this paper to Beijing, and then exchange of money there. Then how can this thing operate? It can operate because the business in Beijing has, let's say, silver and gold, and business in Shanghai also has silver and gold. So when this fella give Shanghai some silver, he will write a note to say, okay, how many silver, and then he will take this paper, go Beijing, exchange for silver. Another fella will go Beijing and give the silver and get a note, and he come to Shanghai. So there's this travel to and fro. So he saved the transport of silver and gold to and fro. You see, but then he must have a business, one buy, one sell, and here buy and sell. So there must be buy and sell. Unless if it's unbalanced, then you have problem. Then he need to get security to transport the gold over, because one side will be short of gold or short of silver, and the other side will access. So it become a security company to escort all this gold over, and become risky business. So later when these people from China, they migrate out to Southeast Asia to work. So the business of this type of business become international banking already. They do the same thing. So you don't carry money by ship all the way to China, only a piece of paper. Of course, at that time, they don't have cryptography. Otherwise, they can sign on a piece of paper cryptographically, and then only the originator, the owner can retrieve the money.
Now it's phone call. In Little India, they transfer money to India. It's by phone call. I give the money, and they are ready to there to take the money straight away.
Low
Those
tech
days,
already.
now it's phone call.
No, in phone call is very low tech. Of course, you can con man, you can con him by phone call. Because now you can use AI generated voice and to act, and then the fella won't know. But you want to be a money lender or remittance company, you don't need all these things anymore. You just subscribe, join a big fella, equivalent to a bank, and then you have an account, you just buy rupiah or rupee, and then in Singapore, worker give you the Sing dollar, you just online type a few character, go to the bank account, and then that's it. The money will debit
they call it the
and credit.
International Clearing Banking.
Now, you can start your own business like that also.
Yeah, for my main salary, I use a DBS to transfer.
Okay, DBS is a bank. Okay, so to do all these remittance, you will need to have transaction in Singapore and in the foreign country. Let's say India or
China,
Malaysia, China, Indonesia.
DBS have bank.
Then you save the exchange rate.
India.
Otherwise you got to make money, and because you got to pay people for the exchange rate. Okay.
And now it's very easy, just by phone, the WhatsApp. The WhatsApp in phone number, DBS Bank can send to many countries.
Yeah. Correct, right. You got to trust on this communication system. Like one of the very famous one is the SWIFT, SWIFT. It's just a communication system. It's like a phone call, but it's electronic communication and it's secure. So when you receive, you know it's from whichever bank. So you trust the message. You see, so you must trust the message. If you receive WhatsApp, you cannot trust the message. Unless in the WhatsApp message, you have secret code and embedded like some digital signature you put in, or some long password, one-time use password. Every time I send money, I give you a number. Then you know, oh, this number is correct. Then you have 1,000 set of number, I 1,000 set number. Every time I use, I cancel. Then when you receive, oh, you know it's correct. So if somebody on to send don't have the code, then you know it's fake. Or things like that. There must be some form of authentication. So SWIFT is one method. Whereas in the past, people only look at the authenticity of the paper that is created. So you can fake. If you are a good fella, you can fake. Okay. Then that's why money is only a belief. It's just like religion. And you think somebody is trustworthy is also a belief. Okay. Because the moment the money is not trust, you don't believe this money is worth how much, then the money is not worth at all. Okay. And money is a form of IOU agreement. So I give you $10, you must pay me back, let's say next month, and $10. So this is an agreement with interest or not, that is part of the agreement. So the money that you use is this IOU issued by the government. So when you buy things, you just give a piece of paper, the government assure you that this paper is legal tender for $10. And then it's $10.
I ask
Ah,
about this, the money can be created with nothing.
yeah.
US print money. How about Singapore government print money?
Okay. Money can be created from nothing is literally possible. But government don't do that. US don't do that. Singapore don't do that.
US government does that.
No. US government don't print money from nothing. Later we'll explain. If you print nothing from nothing, then you can buy the whole world land. I can just print US dollar and buy the whole world's stocks and shares and all the property in the whole world. Then what's the meaning?
But US Singapore government print money because money get destroyed. So they have to
No.
print fresh money.
You of course you print money for many purposes, not just because this. How much money? A lot of money are in electronic form. It cannot be destroyed. Okay. So the central things among all the money are the central bank. The central bank controls all the money. Okay, in a lot of countries, you have the central bank. They call it central bank. Okay, like in US, it's the Federal Reserve. Okay, this Federal Reserve, they behave like a central bank, but it is not owned by the government. It is run privately. It's not even controlled by government. So Trump cannot tell them or tell the Federal Reserve, hey, increase interest and all these things, because Trump has no control over the Federal Reserve. Okay, so there's a short story is that last time US also have a central bank controlled by the government, that because of recession in the somewhere around 1900, 18 around there 1900, then where a lot of rich people were around. So there was a recession and people don't trust the US dollar because nobody control. They just print money. And then came this fella called JP Morgan. He's a very powerful man in the banking industry. He get a few rich men, rich banks come in and tell the US government to regain all the trust. Okay, you don't control the money. Let us control the money. So comment the US government get con because they also kanchong. They also need to stabilize the economy. The money depreciate like crazy. People protesting, everybody not happy. So they propose to government, we form this Federal Reserve. The government can control like a board of governor, but it's privately owned. So the market will know, oh, Federal Reserve control the money. The government cannot anyhow print money. So when they say government anyhow print money, it's not true. Because now the Federal Reserve control the printing of the money. See, so only Federal Reserve can create money, but they cannot create money out of nothing. So there is this trust. Okay, then that's why people who own shares in this Federal Reserve are super rich. You don't know who are there. And this share cannot be traded online. You also know how to own these shares. It's a very special group of people in this bank. So the government cannot con, and they are so happy being con, and it remained like that for more than 100 years. Okay, so how the Federal Reserve own this money? Later we talk a bit more. So in Singapore, the MAS is the central bank. It controls the money. So what the bank does, all the bank who want to operate in Singapore, you must get a license, join MAS, you must have some deposit. That means you must buy some Sing dollar and put in your bank. But not put in your bank, put in the central bank. So it reserve money. So let's say DBS, OCBC, UOB, Maybank, okay, plus a few others. They put money with the central bank, MAS. And then there is this transaction. Every day you got pay now here, pay now there, check, transfer, and TT here, whatever nonsense, pay each other. So there's money transaction. So end of day, MAS will say, okay, you how much they transfer to each other, they contract with each other, and then finally, okay, DBS need to pay OCBC 5 million. Okay, OCBC, and then UOB need to pay OCBC 3 million, for example, because a lot of people had due to the transaction. Then the MS say, okay, that's it. Then you type into his bank book account in the computer. Okay, DBS debit 3 million, credit OCBC 3 million. UOB say 5 million, debit 5 million, credit OCBC 5 million. Finish. And then they say, hey, DBS, your deposit getting low already, top up. So DBS must top up because he pay a lot of money out. Because maybe people buy property and then take money out from
Where
DBS.
get the money from?
So where DBS going to get the money from? So DBS has to sell the shares, sell the bond, sell whatever nonsense he has. Must sell underwear, also must sell to get the money to pay back. But let's say on that day, DBS short 1 million. Never mind, the money will still transfer. But they say, hey, DBS, you short 1 million. Okay, we'll lend you 1 million for time being 1 day. Tomorrow you top up the 1 million. And this one have interest, you will pay interest higher than higher than what you can get in the market. You must pay interest for 1 day for that 1 million that you short off. So DBS must look for money. DBS can borrow from OCBC. OCBC, hey, suddenly I got so many cash. So what am I going to do? You got to find a way to invest. OCBC, oh yeah, I lend you, pay me interest. Finish. DBS or OCBC. So you don't need to sell your share. So the bank also, they pack up each other. Okay, they exchange. So interbank exchange rate.
Pay back.
Pay back lah. OCBC not stupid. If DBS, everyone keep holding, hey, 100 million already. Are you sure you can pay me back? So, hey, I bankrupt you, you don't pay me back. But of course, now DBS need money, OCBC lend. Maybe next week, OCBC need money, DBS lend him. But small fluctuation can happen because let's say there's a big piece of land. I want to buy. I got to pay the government for the land. So I got to withdraw money from DBS. Then the government receive the money, do what? Deposit. If the government use OCBC, then the money go into OCBC. So DBS will have a big shortfall. Then OCBC have maybe 100 million more. But OCBC will say, oh, I lend to DBS first. Okay, so you need someone to control. And then now we're back to how the Fed and the central bank create money. One of them is called quantitative easing. Nice name means like the Fed can buy over the bank's asset. Like last time the Lehman Brothers time, wow, a lot of lousy asset. All the property foreclosure, the bank also said, I die, I'm going to close shop. Because all this property that I pay out I loan money out, I got the property as a security. But now the property has no value. So I will be bankrupt. So okay, the Fed said, never mind, I buy all these assets from you. I give you the money. Of course, if you do like that, like donation, that means the property may be already worth 10,000. But when they loan out is maybe 100,000. 100,000 and now worth 10,000, wow, they lose 90,000. But Fed said, never mind, I get your property, I give you a certain amount of money, I buy all these lousy asset. Of course, there are some other arrangements how he can recover back the money. Because all these are lose, then Fed won't so stupid lose money. So they may recover it over time. Okay, but all this money when they give to the bank, okay, is for the bank to have the money to lend out other people. And then the problem is once the bank have a lot of money, they don't need depositors' money. You want to deposit money, they're not so interested. But now I have plenty of cash. Therefore, I need more cash. So of course I will lower the interest rate. You want to deposit money or put fixed deposit, I charge you very low. I give you very low interest rate, maybe 0.1%. But I'm not short of cash. I have plenty. So now all the depositors will get low interest rate. And then when the interest rate is low, the bond also will be low. Because you put in the bank, maybe you get 0.1%. So I can give you a bond. I say, okay, 20-year bond, you want 1%, half a percent. You want to take, you don't want to take, you go and get 0.1%. So some people may buy bonds, some may buy T-bill or whatever notes. So it will have a tendency to lower the interest rate. And when the interest rate low, the business and the government can borrow. Government like to borrow money. So government tell them, okay, I borrow money from you. But where the money come from? Come from the Fed. The Fed give money to the banks, the government borrow the money. So it's maybe pre-mediated. The government tell them, hey, do some quantitative easing. That's why Obama also did that. He mentioned only, the Fed do it for him. So there's some influence, the government and the Fed. So the only problem is, the only problem is when interests are low, businesses can borrow money at a cheap. And what they do with the money, the businesses they buy the money, borrow the money, and then buy back their own shares, increase the share value, or use the money to buy other company shares. Or the bank can hold the money, hold the cash, just cheap cash, and go and invest in other shares, or go and speculate on other things, currency, futures, commodities, whatever. The bank also can do this so-called investment. So everybody can use plenty of free cash. So now, because you may think everyone should be happy because you have a lot of money. But the problem is, this money are not used for productive work. They use it to buy shares. And when the shares go up and down, and especially when people start buying, the share keep going up. You feel richer as you're holding a paper money. Your share keep going up. Wow, you feel very rich. But when you sell, you get the cash. What are you going to do with the cash? You buy some more shares. So the share keep going up, but productivity cannot increase. Meaningless one. This type of thing is meaningless. But for the US, they like to show people that, oh, the shares are up. Means business are doing well. And one problem in US is when the bank want to loan the money to the company, the bank will look at your company share. Oh, how many shares you have? What's the value of your share? And then, okay, I can lend you the amount based on the share. They use the share as a security. So they hedge against your share. Make sure your share has 1 million, they lend you maybe 900,000. So when you jack up the share price, the company can borrow more money. When you borrow more money, you can use the money to buy back your share, the company share, and the value will keep going up again. So meaningless. It doesn't produce extra car, extra computer. It's just the share price comes going up and up. So these are fake progress, no productivity increase. Okay, now the other form, how the government can so-called print money is called bills, notes, and bonds. Okay, so the government can borrow money by issue bills, issue notes, and issue bonds. Okay, but government cannot just print money anyhow, just cannot. Okay, they must show the world that they are not doing that. The people always say US can print money. Of course can. But the moment they do that, the money is going to crash already. Okay, they must show the whole world they have a system of control. MAS is controlled by the government. So unless people trust the government, will do the correct thing, will exercise control. But US is by the Fed. So the government cannot anyhow print money. You need the Fed to agree. So in this case, there's like two key system. The government one side, the Fed one side. So you cannot just suka print money. Okay. But then you can print money and you can fool the world that you have control, so-called control. Then the world will still be fooled. Your money will still stay valuable. Otherwise, your money will drop like banana money. Okay, what are all these bills, notes, and bonds? Bills, normally they name it, they call treasury bills. It's 6 months or a year. And then notes is 1 year to 10 years. So normally Singapore also you can buy treasury bills. Okay, they give you 1 point something percent. Sometimes last time was 2+%. Now it dropped. Because when there's too much cash, then people are not interested in taking so much cash from you. Okay, but that is a way where the government can take money back. Okay, if money are floating around, become very dangerous. So later we show you why when money floating around is become dangerous for the economy. Okay, so of course you have perpetual bonds, means forever, and not just the government can issue bond. Private company also can issue bond. They call it bond. So perpetual bond sound very good. Wow, forever you get interest. They say 5% interest, perpetual bond. When a company start to issue perpetual bond, you must be very careful already. This company is going to close shop because they don't need to pay you back. The bond remain there. Every year, it just pay you the interest. So you only get the interest, hoping that the company don't close shop. But which company can stay forever? The world's largest company also close shop eventually. Even big company like you look at Kodak also close shop. And a lot of many big company in the US will close shop. You look around, so many. So perpetual bond is a scam, in my opinion. So when you see it, you'll be very careful. Of course, the interest can be very high, like 5%, 6%, but you 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 may just get the interest every month. And then people don't buy your thing because they cannot cash on unless. So that's all you be careful. Even bonds of 20 or 30 years is not so, is also risky. Now, if you buy a US bond for 20 years, and then if the US dollar drop, yeah, you lose money already. You see. So Singapore also issue, they call it treasury bills, and they have Singapore saving bonds. This one is like CPF, they limit to 200,000 per person. Okay. So this bond is quite good. They give you interest. They have a range like first year interest, second year, third year. So as the years go up, the interest gets higher. So this Singapore saving bond, if you have money, you can park there. Anytime can take out. So the government want to attract you to put money in the bond. So they give you the flexibility to be able to take out the money. You can take out anytime you want. It becomes like a bank, but with a high interest. Or give notice.
No, it's 1 month.
1 month to take out.
No, when you
waiting period.
When you go to take out, the waiting period is 1 month.
Yeah, okay. If you have money.
Up to 1 month, because it must be the clearing date then you can take out.
Oh, yeah, they have
clear. So the clearing date then you can take out.
Okay, so 1 month, up to 1 month waiting period. So it's okay. Take out, but in US bond, you cannot take out. But US bond is open in the market, can sell your bond. So you have a $1 million bond for 20 years, you can sell in the market. And then people will buy your bond. And then you can cash out. Because Singapore bond, you sell, no buyer. So no buyer, then I buy for what? I must wait until 20 years. I don't want. I worry, I want to buy a house. I suddenly fall sick. I need hospital operation. So I will want to take out immediately. So there's this allowance. Okay. So a lot of people will a bit find puzzling. Why when interest rate go up, the bond value drop? Because when you buy bond, the value is fixed for the next 20 years. But in Singapore saving bond, the interest is fixed, but they stagger it, like they increase a bit over the years, and then it can come down. So these are pre-arranged interest. Maybe some other countries' bond maybe the first year you get 1%, second year you get 2%, 3%, 4%, then 5% onwards for the next 15 years or something like that. Or you can get flat 1% or 2% flat. Okay, so here we just give a simple calculation. Let's say you buy a US $1 million bond for 20 years at 1%. So every year you get 10,000 interest, not bad. So that 1 million will become 1.2 million. Of course, if you count compound interest, then a bit more, but we make it simple. We just count it interest. So the interest that you take out, you don't invest or you don't care about interest earned from the interest. So it's 1.2 million in 20 years. It's very easy. I just times 20, 10,000 times 20, you get 200,000. So 20 years later, you get 1.2 million. Okay, that's all. Simple. So if the interest rate go up 5% a year, they always count interest rate as per year, not per month. Per month are for the illegal money lender. They count interest 5% a month. Okay, so if interest is 5% a year, if you $1 million, okay, will give you 2 million in 20 years. Because 5%, 5 times 20 is 100% already. So your 1 million become 2 million in 20 years. Double. So for easy calculation, 1 million double to 2 million in 20 years. So if you have 1.2 million after 20 years, okay, with a bond of 1%, okay, after 20 years, but if you buy at 5%, you only need 600,000. 600,000 after 20 years, you will get 1.2 million if the interest rate is 5%. Correct. So if the interest rate is now 5%, your 1 million bond is only worth 600,000. Because people can take 600,000 and buy another bond that give you 5%, and they also get 1.2 million after 20 years. So why would they pay you more than 600,000? You see, so your value suddenly drop. I mean, if you imagine you buy a 30-year bond, then you drop even more. Okay, last time is people think interest rate will always be very low, 1%, less than 1%. So they say, 20-year, okay, they might buy. This Silicon Bank will put a lot of money in the bond that give very low interest, maybe 1%. And then when the interest went up, they lose money. All the money become half. But now they become negative, now become insolvent, then close shop. So bankrupt. The bank bankrupt because they play it safe, put everything in long-term bond. Okay, so that is some explanation on the interest rate and bond. So how the government control your money? Okay, when the government create too much money, it become like toilet paper, no value. You see, like Zimbabwe, they print so much money. The money is the dollar notes, the notes in Zimbabwe is cheaper to burn the notes than to buy firewood. Buy firewood to burn, and you want to pay people, you transfer the money. It's not worth. It's better to bring a chicken and exchange for a bag of rice. It's lighter. So you cannot bring too much money. So and then people must trust your currency. See, of course, if your country is poor and then people don't trust your currency, one way is you can use gold. You say, okay, my currency is backed with gold. But people, how to trust? Where is your gold? They say, okay, we don't print paper notes. We mint the gold coin. Every currency in gold, we print the gold. Gold coin, one gold coin, $100, we print. So when people see, oh, it's real gold, means it's as a value. Even the company, the country don't accept the currency, you can take this gold coin and sell in the open market, you still get back your value. Then you can stabilize. But if you were to use gold to print your currency, you stabilize the currency, but then the transaction become difficult because you cannot make payment online. But then you can run parallel, some online, some all the coin. But if people have a trust that online I still can withdraw in the gold coin, it's still okay. But they don't want to hold the gold coin and put in the house. They can get robbed. So they don't mind. They deposit the gold coin with the bank, hoping that the bank will keep the gold coin for him and they earn. Of course, in this manner, the government don't need to make so many gold coins for everybody. Okay, they can recycle the gold coin and they can just put a number on your statement. Oh, you credit how many gold coin, all these things. So that way, the public have an impression that, oh, the government can be trusted. This money is backed by gold. Then enough people who trust your money becomes stable. Okay. Then the government must also earn enough money. Otherwise, they must keep diluting the money, create more money somehow try to print more money by issuing bond or borrow money from everywhere. It's like if you don't earn enough, your wife need to spend money. Then how? You keep borrow from friends, relatives. Then after a while, everybody's scared of you. See you only then, hey, I'm not free, I sick. Or escape. Your call, quickly hang up. Don't want to answer your call already. So government must earn money. How they earn money? One very common one, tax people. You tax. Tax. You got plenty of tax, all kinds, didn't finish naming them. Like income tax. You have company income tax, personal income tax. And then foreign people also must tax them all the income. And then property tax. Okay, our Singapore property tax is based on the rental return. How much they expect your property can be rented out. They tax you 10%. If you occupy personal use, it's 4%. So that's a core property tax. In US, is the value of the property. They tax you 2% of the value of the property. So the property is 100,000, you pay $2,000 tax. Singapore, 10% means if you earn your property rental is 2,000, 1 year, 24,000, you pay 2,400 tax. So it's based on the rental return. And the government also changed the law that whether you get the return or not, your property is vacant, you still tax you. So it's a clever move. You don't care. You are rich enough to own the property. You don't want to rent out. Why should the government don't tax you? Just tax you. The government just tax. So your property you don't rent out or you cannot rent out, they still tax you 10%. Okay, so that's property tax. And then you have road tax. Basically, my theory is as long as there is a social problem, it's an opportunity for the government to make money. You have limited road space, but so many cars, everybody want to drive cars. So that is a social problem. Then you make the car more expensive. You tax, road tax. And then you have COE. You make money. So this is a social problem. Too many cars, too little road. Then it becomes a business opportunity. Of course, the government don't need to tell you, hey, I want to make more money. Say, oh, because there are more cars, not enough space, constraint of resources, so they have to tax. Okay? So in a sense, the government lie. The lie in parliament is okay. Because these are white lie. You can tell lie as long as it's good for the people, it's not a lie. Okay, but they don't tell the truth. Not telling the truth is not considered lying. Okay, it's correct that there's a limited road, there's limited space. What?
Yeah.
Everything road tax you buy a car, you pay road tax already. And then you have petrol tax and all this, all are tax. Okay.
Property, the house.
Yeah, all these are
So
property
many.
tax. And then now they have, there's another word for tax, it's called duty. Additional buyer stamp duty, custom duty. Okay, so all these are different words. So
how about SAF?
GST, what's SAF?
Sustainable aviation fuel.
What's that?
Don't know.
Don't know.
1st of January 2026, you have to pay, no? Don't know.
What?
Hey, this one, SAF.
So what? Sustainable?
Sustainable aviation fuel tax.
What's that? How you spell it? Air what?
Fly
Oh, aeroplane lah, aviation. You don't take, I don't take aeroplane lah, very poor. I only take train only. Okay, I only take train, I don't take aeroplane. So I don't know what tax is that. Okay.
$1 to 10.
Yeah, cheap lah. You got money to fly by plane lah. You pay tax lah. Otherwise you go by boat lah. If you're not happy, you go by boat, go or walk lah.
You go to Bangkok is $1. You have to pay.
Yeah, cheap lah, $1. You can fly to Bangkok. You worry about $1.
Japan is 280.
The lunch the budget airline, the lunch is already $20 already. Why you care about $1? Pay lah, give the government some money. The government need to earn money. So they have GST. US have tariff. They should tariff the correct one. And if you tariff those used for factory input, you are in trouble already. You should tariff finished product. Then people have to finish the product in your country. You tariff all the raw material, you are in trouble. No brain. Okay, and the other name for all this tax is called levy. Okay, they have workers' levy. There are many types of levy. I also forgot what are they already. Cannot name, I cannot recall what are they. I only can recall workers' levy. We have a foreign worker, domestic worker, and the S-Pass. Okay, levy is a nice name. Actually, the government want to earn money, but they don't tell you in parliament that I want to earn money. They don't tell the truth. They tell you partial truth. Is that there are a lot of foreign workers, you don't levy them. This worker from Indonesia, they are willing to come here and work for $500. Correct? And then if they come here and work for $500, you think you Singaporean can get a job for $1,000? Cannot. You even want 600, they also think twice. I get you 600. You cowboy, small thing, wow. But I get a foreign worker, he dare not cowboy. He make noise, I send him back. But you, I cannot. You see? And then the government say, okay, I create a levy. It's $800 for one foreign worker. And then, okay lah, if you have more Singaporean, I give you discount maybe some discount of the levy. So on the surface, I am encouraging people to employ Singaporean in order to get foreign worker. Fine enough lah. Now, of course, construction and marine, they say, nobody want to work. Okay, I can give you higher quota. One Singaporean, you can get more quota. Like fish farmer, one Singaporean, you can get one worker. Because no Singaporean want to work as a fish farmer. So they allow one worker, one employee, Singaporean, you can get one worker. Or the levy is 800. But you have more Singaporean, your levy will be lower. Okay, basically, the justification is that if I charge 800 levy, plus the foreign worker salary will be 500, the cost of this worker will be 1,300. So if you are Singaporean, you want to work for 1,200, fine. I say 100, I employ you, even though sometimes you come and cover, never mind I say 100 I employ you 1,200. The foreign worker only get 500, but there's a levy. So you see, if this foreign worker is willing to work for 400, then wow, become not enough already. The levy must increase. So if the country, let's say like Indonesia, the salary get lower and lower, then our government must increase the levy higher and higher. Or they say, okay, fixed salary, like maid, minimum salary for the maid. Then minimum salary for S-Pass. And then E-Pass. This thing I still don't understand. E-Pass, no levy. Employment pass, no levy. I think the salary is quite high one. It's 4,800, right? Or increase 5,000 or something. I can't remember. But employment pass,
special
yeah,
special scheme.
You must have a high qualification and experience and all these things. Then you get the E-Pass. But of course, qualification of this can cheat one. You can get fake qualification. It's not for me to decide.
But you cheat, you will get
but it's not I cheat. The worker cheat. I got no way to discover. Of course, I keep close one eye. I know it's cheat, but then I close one eye. But then these people, sometimes they employ this type of worker. You pay them 5,000, 6,000, they pay you back. Under the table, they pay you back. They only take 1,000. Okay, they're happy. I happy. You see, and then I'm going to pay levy some more. Wow, so good. So now the government has this requirement. Foreign worker, all this, the qualification must go through a private investigator agency approved by the government. So this agency will go and verify the qualification before the government approves. So we create business for all these people and extra cost if you want to employ foreign worker. And then our Tambusa also try to go and tender, cannot get because other people somehow they can price lower, they have better margin. Okay, so all these are social problems. So you created levy, okay, but you don't have to be so honest to tell the people that all these social problems are business opportunity for the government to make money. Okay, this social problem, we try to solve it. Okay, and then you also can earn money by licensing, driving license, hawking license, what license you can think of?
Okay.
Driving license to cheat a lifetime.
Yeah lah, $15 and then okay, a lot of license. And then another thing can call certificate lah, certification like marriage cert lah, and then what all these things, everything lah. Then you can have fees also, call it fees like school fees, parking fee, all the nonsense fees. Everything you can call it fees . Short of R become free. Without the R is fees. Okay, then the very famous one, people hate it like hell, is fine. Okay, but you say fine is to punish people who disobey. You see, tax is to collect money for those obedient people, proper one, all these things. But people don't behave, you fine them. So that is justification.
6,000 a month.
What? Or the
LTA.
worker
LTA issue fine 6,000.
issue means one worker must get fined.
LTA, the issue fine to all the traffic fine, 6,000 a month.
So little. How can one person 6,000 or 1 month earn only 6,000? So shocked already.
6,000 cases a month.
6,000 cases. Just I thought $6,000 a month.
Not 6,000.
Go shop the LTA, go shop.
Okay.
Good money.
Ranging from 70 to all the way few thousand.
Okay, so they catch speeding. Okay, they say, hey, you speed, it's danger to all the road users, other car drivers and pedestrians. And then you damage my lamp pole, you have to pay money.
One lamp pole is 3,000.
Yeah, so you speed, I fine you. People happy. I'm obedient. I drive carefully. For me, is I take MRT, I don't care. MRT speed faster, I reach there earlier. It's okay. But then I don't care because I don't drive. But rich people don't care. I got money. I pay. And then the demerit point, okay, to show the public that it's a social problem, we need to take care. At the same time, make some money. Okay, you can demerit them, you can ban them, but you don't make money. For what? So you fine them, you make some money, you solve some social problem, and then people, you got some speeding, some income lah. And then littering, you put it on the floor, also you fine. Like hang.
And here the
Inside the drain also kena. And then I heard somebody he put a cigarette butt on the rubbish bin on top, also kena. You must put inside. He put on top also kena fine. And then the fine is so lucrative, you don't need our policemen. Last time they can get police or LTA and or yeah, the NEA fella and higher salary, you get a foreign worker cheaper.
outsource to the company.
Yeah. So you got all this company, all this so you can make money when you care about cost. Okay, then the other one is, of course, you must earn, the government can earn money. Okay, because
all the money from taxes from COE from whatever, okay, all collected this money actually pass it to DIC to invest.
yeah, you can earn money by investment. You got companies like GIC, Temasek, even
MAS. MAS
Aloy's favorite, Singapore Pool.
no MAS also make money.
MAS make money.
Make money.
MAS how to make money?
All the money park at MAS because all the bank they got this guarantor. Okay, 75,000 per depositor.
Oh yeah lah, you deposit money, you can earn the interest.
They have to pay 75,000 to MAS. So MAS will have this pool of money, then they go and buy bond. They make money.
Okay, I mean investment make money. Okay, Aloy's favorite, Singapore Pool. The total 4D make a lot of money.
20B per year.
So the
Okay,
only
20.
Aloy has 10 million inside Singapore Pool. Aloy has 8 million inside. Anytime can take out one. It's just that he don't know, can't get the correct number. He don't have the correct combination number, so the money stuck inside there. Oh, next week maybe he got the combination correct, 8 million. Then we can branch out everybody here. So all this making money, like NTUC, if the government have shares in all this company, they can make some money. Okay.
They going make money from where? From this the two casino. So a lot of money.
Okay, make money from casino is like licensing fee lah. You license to gamble.
No. It's the tax. They have
Tax.
this gambling tax.
Okay,
40%.
under tax law, I cannot finish. So you have gambling tax. Okay, you have licensing fee for license to gamble, license to operate a hotel, or then you have a restaurant and all these things. All must pay license or not. So all these are money making. Okay, or government can sell things, sell resources. Singapore have what resources? Iron ore don't have. Petrol don't have. Nothing. So you only can sell land. But the stupid thing is some of the land, the British already sold them already in the 1870. They already sold the land. And they call it freehold land. And then these people who own that piece of land, they make money. When the land price keep going up, they make money. They sleep out, next day wake up, wow, the land price increased 1 million. Where on earth can we earn 1 million overnight? Cannot. But this fellow do nothing. He just sleep. Oh, next day the property value go up. So it makes a mockery out of hard work. This one actually I don't like. I was thinking if can or propose to government or whatever that freehold land must be taxed. They call it land tax. Property have property tax. Then land must have land tax. Otherwise, you pay 99-year lease, and 99 years over, you must pay a lease again. You go back to zero. So you lease the land, 99 years, finish. Now the freehold, you can hold the land forever, but land tax. So every year you pay, or every 99 years you pay, or you don't pay. And then I owe you until you die. Once you die, the next person want to take over, pay. Okay, collect back the money.
Actually, British, some of the land is 999.
Yeah,
Oh,
don't
okay.
care. 999, 999, 49, they also 49. And freehold all pay. Every year must pay one, but they can delay the payment, but earn interest only. You earn interest. So all this land was sold in the 1870, around there, and the British pocketed the money. The Singapore government didn't pocket any cent. When we go independent, all this, we don't need to care. These are not part of Singapore. They are part of British colony. So it's like Hong Kong. When the British leave, they sell everything. Land, auction, everything sell. Take all the money.
97%.
Whatever.
97%.
100%, then they
No.
stupid.
They sell 97% of that.
Why they don't sell 100%?
Cannot, because they still have to pass some of the land still to pass on to the government because it belongs to government.
Oh,
So the 3% property is belong to government.
yeah. So the rich suddenly get richer, and then the China hands off. So these people rich, then they cash in, sell everything, run put somewhere else.
In the 70s, 80s, okay, all the utility, all the telephone, all this business, now all sell away, make money.
Yeah, all these are the Sinoco power plant, all these telecom, all these are is last time the bus. The bus is not government but government have even help. And then even train was owned by government, and they privatize it. All the power station, the telecommunication, all this they sell away, make money. But they may have some reason behind that they have been thinking about. I'm only guessing only that when they sell away the Sonoco, all the power generator, all these in a lot of countries, all these power are owned by the government, except US. US everything is private. So in a lot of country, all this power generation is owned by government. So they can tell, hey, you have to generate more. Even at night, people not using, you lose money, you still must generate. And then if solar is cheaper, then solar will come in first. Yours have to reduce, earn less. So when you earn less, you take longer period to recover your investment. But as a government, it's okay. See, I take longer period, okay. But as a private, so you want to have all this. That's why in US it's very difficult. You want solar, the power company will say, hey, I protest, I pay people to protest. Because you say, hey, your solar, do this, do that. Your cover good land, the land can use for farming, you can put solar panel all now. Also excuses. So when Singapore sell all this Sonoco, after that, they have they sell, they price energy differently. You can buy energy from anybody already. So but they sold all this already. So now this company must compete for pricing already, because the energy that Sonoco generate will go to anywhere in Singapore. Anybody or nearby, or better nearby, because less losses. But you nearby, you can buy power from another company, Tuas or Green Energy, Solar, all these things. You can buy electricity, So this company will buy the electricity from somebody, whoever has supply, and sell to you. So you find my electric bill is cheaper already than the PUB bill. but the power generated is still from the same source. The electron will come to you. The nearest electron will come to you and not go somewhere. You say, I buy solar, I buy green energy, but the electricity that arrive may come from one that use gas or petrol or whatever, mostly gas lah.
No, mostly is LPG.
Yeah lah, mostly gas lah.
LPG
LPG gas lah, liquid petroleum gas. So Singapore use a lot of gas lah, and then you it's not from solar, but he will pay the solar. The solar one will buy from somebody, and then as long as there's energy, somebody pay for it. You don't care where it come from. You see, so and then if government were to do all this power generation, like government may lose money. So it's quite clever. You don't tell the public, you sell off all your asset, and then after that you change the rule of the game. And then now they say, oh yeah, I bought this stupid thing, and now there's all this regulation coming in. So government can be quite cunning on it.
But they don't tell that time, like they didn't say the issue.
Yeah, open they say, but they didn't say what is behind the plan the pocket didn't show So is this not telling the truth considered as lie? You see, but it's a good lie. Because you tell the truth, then people are scared already. Oh yeah, I buy already, then later all these things. No, government must be clear. What are you going to do after that? But then you troublesome already. So you sell, don't tell too much. Okay, show all the good things. Same like when they sell the Singtel shares, wow, Goh Chok Tong is very good at selling Singtel share. He promote until so well, Singtel share went up $5 plus. Everybody buy. You buy A share, B share. So much so that suddenly Singapore has the largest population who are shareholders, and their only share is Singtel share. Make it so easy for you to become a shareholder, register with CDP and become a shareholder, and then you buy Singtel share. Everybody get 1 share, 2 share, whatever share, how many share, everybody get. So, and then the share price went up so high. Now after a while, it collapsed already. Everybody has then, wow, everybody want to sell. The price drop. So, but he don't tell you what is behind his mind. See, so they privatize Intel. Wow, the Singapore biggest telecommunication company. Monopolize the whole place. But after that, he add a few more. Add StarHub, M1 all coming in. Everybody can start tender for the bandwidth. So you earn money from all the bandwidth, all these things. These are licensing. Okay. Then, of course, you can make money by making our Sing dollar a collector's item. Okay, you introduce the $20 commemorative note. So you buy $20, and then a lot of bought I think I have 2 pieces or what. And then Zanan has so many, you buy, and then they want $20. Even you go to the bank, the bank run out of the cover. So you get the cover later, they run out. So why is it they make money? You print this thing, will it cost $20? No. It has a value. The dollar note has a value of $20. But who will take this $20 and go outside and buy things? Not likely lah. Not likely, because you sell a market for collector, you can sell more than $20. So people don't use. And if the collector buy, they also don't spend. So they put in the bag, put in the museum, put somewhere, hide somewhere in the cabinet until he die. Then pass the children, don't know what to use. Put one side first. Then for another 100 years, it's still not used. So when the money is not in circulation, it doesn't cause inflation. You see? And then you have this $1, the Pakwa coin. When it first came out, is collector's item. There's souvenir or mint and not touch on. in the plastic. See, wow, people buy, put at home. And some people even take, now they still have a piggy bank, put at home, collect. But eventually they use, but some people will still have this coin in the house. They don't use. So, but not many, maybe a few $1 million parked somewhere.
But it's more than $1 now. Maybe $5 one piece.
One piece, $1.
Collector's item.
I mean, if you collect, so you don't circulate.
Yeah, if you want this one, you pay at least $3 to get one.
I don't know how much it costs, but I don't collect. Okay, and then you have the gold coin, $150 for one coin. It has a face value 150, so at least you sell in the market, you can get 150 because you give the government, the government will pay you $150. So okay it's worth 150 at least, guaranteed by government. But the gold
now the gold price increase.
Maybe worth more but if the gold value at that point in time and they make this gold, the gold is not worth 150. People buy because it's gold coin. You see, it has an intrinsic value. Because when you buy, you don't pay 150 to MAS to buy this coin. You pay more than that because there's a premium to it. So MAS make money. Okay, so that way you must remove the money from circulation. If you remove, then there's money around. There's a danger of money floating around. Okay, so when the money is not in circulation, it's the money the government earn. Let's say I give souvenir money, you keep in your pocket, the government earn what? Because not in circulation what? There's no extra, so the supply is limited. Okay, and money can absorb back by the central bank. Okay, central bank give you a bond. Hey, I issue bond. Okay, come, you get money, you put inside, put the bond. At least 1 year, the money is not in circulation. It's with the central bank. Put back, take back. So this money not in circulation. You want to buy a house, you must find money, but it's the bond that you cannot use. So you minimize the amount of circulation. Otherwise, your money in your pocket, you sure itchy one. Go and buy 4D, Toto, gambling, go and buy shares, and then you disturb all the share price, go and buy property. Put in the bond, the central bank, you take back from circulation. Or you put the money in your pocket. So money in the pocket means not circulation, because if at any point in time you have $100 in the pocket, means each person have $100 not in circulation. Okay, so if everybody go digital, then at least the money is in digital form, it's not spent. Okay, so it's still not spent.
No circulation.
Not yet it's still hanging around. These are still money not yet used, so it's still okay. But still, it will use eventually. Okay, of course, as collector's item, it won't be in circulation or burn, catch fire, house on fire, all your money burn, coins still remain, but dollar not all burn. So government happy. Ooh, no need to bother already. The government already earn the money already. Then now the money burn. Oh, your pasa. Where? You got proof your money. How much money you burn? No. But your money in the bank cannot burn. You see, but if your bank book burn, you still can get another bank book. Okay, or the money lost in the sea, buried in the ground until forgotten, maybe 1,000 years later, somebody dig it up. Or your dollar note gonna eaten by termites. Or you take iron, you iron it, your plastic melted, gone. Okay, and in Singapore, we don't do the last one, make non-legal tender. Like India, they do. They make the rupee illegal, non-legal tender because they say corruption. All the corrupt people, they take all the rupee, they put under the bed. So now they put you must exchange it to a smaller denomination. Then you go under the bed, you dig out, wow, one whole truck of notes, dollar notes. You bring to the bank, straight away, hey, corruption, where you got so one whole truck of money. So gone, all gone, all this corrupt money gone. And then the excuse is, oh, dollar note, people can use for smuggling, transfer, bring money in and out of the country. So you remove it from circulation. But Singapore remove like $1,000 bill. But then they don't make it illegal or non-legal tender. So it's okay, it's still there. Value is still there. But some country, they do that. Indonesia also do that.
US also same.
US also.
Yeah, US those older generation of notes, they say not in circulation, only bank can take back. Must exchange with bank.
Correct. Even the euro also. Euro. The day I went UK pound. When I use the UK pound, they say, oh, cannot use it. This one old note cannot use. They don't accept. Oh yeah, my mother, not my mother, my wife give it to me. And then so long didn't use, I went there, cannot use. They must go to the bank to exchange. The bank will exchange for you. So it's still okay. But some people keep it long as a souvenir, and some people like us keep so long to forget. So all this money earned by the government.
Not in circulation.
But this one, they will remove some money, but they still make it legal tender. But India one is jialat. They make it non-tender, cannot. They don't even take back after a certain time. They are not going to exchange anymore. So all those corrupted money, they got to pay people on the roadside to queue up and exchange money. Then you convert all the corrupt money into real money. Well, you see all the beggar, no money, and suddenly one whole pile of money. Funny, right? But you close one eye, you still can get back some money. But yeah, one whole truckload is difficult to get rid of it. So what's the basic money exchange? Okay. So when people want to invest, let's say in Singapore, okay, they bring money from foreign land to Singapore. So for simplicity, we put it as 1 million. Say you put US 1 million in Singapore. And then the exchange rate is, let's say 1.3. So MS will give you, okay, 1.3 million. So MS keep the 1 million US dollar. Okay, then you keep the 1.3 million. You can go and buy property, buy whatever things you want. Okay, and then the future, okay, change back 1.3 million. You give me, you sell your property after a few years, you give me back 1.3 million, give you back 1 million. No problem, because I keep the 1 million. So is it no problem? No, there's a problem. The problem is this 1 million, MAS sure itchy one, the finger sure itchy. How can they keep the 1 million in MAS without touching it? If you have a pretty girl, how you control so one day you want to touch? You have 1 million, which guy don't touch? Surely itchy finger sure touch one.
Every man say
I say you, I didn't say me. I say you. You, if you have a pretty girl, not me. I can't be bothered, old man already. But you are different. So if they say the US dollar appreciate, now you need 1.5 million to buy. Or how? Now he want back is 1 million. He want back is 1 million US dollar. Oh, now I got to go and, because if I spend the US dollar, now I got to go and take my 1.5 million Sing dollar to buy 1 million US dollar and then return him because you want to change US 1 million. Of course, if the US dollar depreciate, I make money, but then you have a risk, exchange risk. Okay, and then when you invest, there's also investment risk. Of course, investment, you still can earn money. You put, let's say, fixed deposit, safer a bit, or you buy US bond. or US Treasury bills. So you make some interest. So there are certain ways to make sure you earn some money in case there's this exchange risk. So that's why MAS is very worried that all these rates keep fluctuating up and down. They can make money, can lose money. And then sometimes the MAS also itchy finger, take the 1 million US dollar and lend out to someone else. And then this fella must return. And this fella, if he bankrupt or can't return, then you also problem. And then when you lend out, the interest is not able to cover the dollar appreciation, you also lose money. So there's always this exchange risk. Okay, now we explain a bit on why money is called IOU. So let's say this guy have a house. We give the house to the girl, you sell the house to the girl. Then the girl will pay him the money. Then he will take the money and put in the bank. Okay, very straightforward. Okay, now you look at how the work. This girl want to buy a house. When she received the house, where she get the money? She borrow from the bank. So she give the bank IOU, which is they call it loan. Nice term, loan. Loan money from the bank. The bank give her the money. So she have an IOU in the sense it's called a mortgage loan. And then she give the money to the guy. The guy have the money, but without the house. You give the money to the bank. The bank give an IOU, which means there's a statement, a credit statement, that the bank received this amount of money in the bank. So the same thing that when you say, hey, I put the money in the bank, it's my money. Bank said, no, it's not your money. I borrow the money from you. It's an agreement. I give you I owe you. The money is mine. It's the same like when you say, hey, my money in CPF. No, that's not your money. You only have a credit account with CPF. It's not your money. Money, as I said earlier, is a virtual thing. It's uncountable. It doesn't exist. It's just a term. So when it's fungible, you lend me, I give you back 1 million. Why you care whose money? It could be from Lloyd, it could be from somebody else. As long as it's 1 million, it's 1 million. Why you care where it come from? So money is fungible, and this money you put the bank is not your money already. The bank only owe you the money. Okay, what the bank want to do with the money is the bank's prerogative. Of course, government regulation will prevent it from misusing, because when the bank close shop, bankrupt, wow, a lot of problem, a lot of people cover because their deposit in the bank gone. So this one, government must be very, very clear. Make sure when you operate a bank in Singapore, make sure you do it properly. Okay, so now this is how it works. When the girl borrow money, she got to pay interest, let's say 2% interest to the bank. And when this guy put money in the bank gives 1% interest. So the bank still make 1% interest. And where's the money? It's still in the bank. Now this money originally from the bank passed to the girl passed to the guy come back to the bank. Hey, the money is still here. You go one round, of course, more than one bank, then the money will go from DBS to OCBC. Later, some money from OCBC will go to DBS. So overall, it will balance out. Basically, it's still money in the bank. You don't care which bank, but it's still money in the bank. But some bank more, some bank less. But basically, the concept is like that. Okay? So we look at this concept. Then how HDB can become so unsustainable. Okay, for example, you get a 3-room flat in 1972 along the Mandemir Road. Not very popular. You buy one in Toa Payoh, is $9,000 at that time. And now it's called Toa Payoh, it's called Central. Toa Payoh HDB is there, HDB hub. So it was 9,000 in Toa Payoh. But Bendemeer is a bit nearer the central, so it's a bit more expensive, 12,000. That's when my parents bought a house, 12,000 in 1972. Now it's about 5,000, but she sold years ago lah, so she won't get the money. So it's 5,000. So now, how if everything is still HDB loan so you look lah, if there's 1.2 million HDB flats now, based on statistics obtained online, then how HDB have so much money to lend out? Okay. So why is this a problem? If you can see this problem already, then okay, I don't need to explain. I mean, if those who cannot see the problem, I explain a bit Okay, just like
unsustainable. STV unsustainable.
unsustainable. Okay, you see you see the previous slide this money in the bank. You loan, the money come back. HDB is the only lender for HDB flat. Okay, you don't get from bank loan. So everything goes to HDB. You buy and sell all to HDB. So you borrow 12,000. HDB lend you 12,000.
Borrow for HDB, borrow for a bank.
No.
No,
HDB flat. HDB flat, you take a loan from HDB.
No, when HDB built the house, he paid to the
Developer.
developer to build the house. Okay, then he sell you 12,000. But
Correct.
actually, he don't pay 12,000 to the developer
You pay less because
because of other thing.
there's this land price
lah.
all these other things you don't care So you buy a house, you don't actually borrow money from HDB in a sense you buy a house 12,000, you take a loan from HDB. So HDB will say, okay, you pay this loan for the next 15 years. Okay, 12,000, 15 years so you slowly every month pay a few hundred, finish. Okay, but when you sell the flat, let's say you sell at 20,000, then this fella will have to borrow from the HDB 20,000. Maybe less but I mean you just assume 20,000. So you got to borrow from HDB 20,000 to buy the house, and then he pay to this girl 20,000 to buy over the flat. So now HDB, the loan 12,000, after a few years maybe left 10,000, and now become 20,000. So you got to loan 20,000. You see, where HDB going to get another 10,000? HDB only have, let's say 10,000, 12,000. You have 12,000. I lend to this girl 12,000. The girl pay a few thousand back. Now she sell the flat. Okay, then she collected the money. Of course, she pay me back the 12,000. The balance, let's say 10,000 return. Then this fella bought at 20,000. He must borrow from HDB because you don't have money, and HDB must loan 20,000. And then another 5 years later, he sell again 30,000. And now the fella borrow 30,000. HDB must pay this fella pay the 20,000, and HDB must loan 30,000. You see, so everybody taking money out when the flat, the first buyer earn 8,000. No, the first seller earn 8,000. Well, you buy 12,000, sell 20,000, earn 8,000. The next buyer bought at, let's say 30,000. Then the second seller make 10,000. The HDB, where do you find? He should lose 10,000 one. You see what I mean? And now after 10 years, another 10 years and 10 years, 500,000 How to tahan? Who make the money? All the seller of the HDB flat make money. HDB keep giving the loan keep ballooning. One flat is now 500,000. So HDB say, no, you cannot take 100% loan. You take 90%, or maybe don't know how many percent. Now, how many percent? 80, 90%. I didn't buy HDB, I can't remember.
85%.
Okay, so you take 85% loan. So I cut down my loss. I cut down my capital requirement. 5,000, 85%. It's still a lot. Imagine last time was only 12,000 one flat. Now this flat is 500,000 and 85% still a lot. Where are you going to get the money? Borrow money, MAS, give money. And then you have this land price keep, you have a virtual value called land price. So earn money like that. So a new buyer come in, pay HDB for the flat. HDB earn money to subsidize this fella who sell and make money. Everybody who sell at a higher price make money. Where this money come from? HDB pay one.
It was what to allow the HDB to be traded. They asked everyone.
No, HDB all the while can sell.
No, there was the time you cannot trade in the open market. There was a time it was who allowed it to be traded in the open market.
All the while is open market.
Open market.
There was
the government was controlling the price for a long. You sell back to the government.
No, there was a time when there are too many HDB flat, and then not enough buyer. So the flat price keep going down, and they have a lot of spare flat cannot move. So they need money, they need cash flow, because the money already spent. You pay the contractor all these things to build the flat, and you don't sell, these assets are stuck there. You don't get cash flow. So they allow 35-year-old single to buy the resale flat to help ease some demand, to help to increase some demand. And they allow PR to buy. So increase demand. Then they can clear all this flat. So there are more and more type of people to buy. So if you are not married, 35-year-old, you can buy. And slowly they allow you to buy. Now they have BTO. Okay, you don't want to commit so much money. You BTO, you build, order, we have enough order, then we build. Not enough order, you don't build. You don't make money, you don't build. So it's wait. So demand and supply can be, is known, you see, before you speculate ahead. So sometimes economy go down, people start to move out. The foreigner, especially PR, they can move out. So they move out. And then the foreigner move out. You cannot rent already. And now they allow you to, they want to increase the market and say, oh, HDB can buy, owner can buy private, and you can rent out the whole flat. So you ease the demand for rental. Otherwise, rental price very high. So now you can rent out the whole flat. So they keep adjusting this sort of thing according to market. But once they adjust, the screw loose, you cannot tighten back already. You tighten back, people cover. Even HDB shop house, last time you buy the HDB shop house, then you can sell to other people. They call takeover fee. Then change ownership. It's rental one. Every month you pay HDB. And then you don't want to operate, you can pass your name to another person, can take over. Someone can take over your shop and still pay the HDB rent, which is very low, maybe much half the price or one third the price or what of a commercial unit. So but there's a takeover fee. And now the government say, cannot, I give you 1 year now. Next year, 1 year later, only can return to government. You don't want to lease, only can return to government. You cannot take any takeover fee. We will not transfer. You can only give up. Government take back. And government will assign a new person. And straight away, all the property value, all the HDB shop go down already. The takeover fee drop. 1 year later, zero and no more takeover fee. You cannot take over already.
HDB shop houses.
HDB shop. So this is daylight robbery. If that fella he pay 100,000 for to take over the shop, and then after the rule 1 year later, he cannot ask someone to take over.
I think it's happening.
Already happened. I have one shop unit. And then the HDB say, I complain to the MP, he say, cannot help.
But it's good for consumer.
Good for consumer, good for government. Consumer don't earn anything. Government earn back. It's daylight robbery.
If you take over, then the next person take over. That you pay a large amount. You just customer more for.
No, the takeover fee has a control because people will look. If I take over for the next 10 years, I'm paying 50%. Let's say I'm paying 1,000 less if I rent from a private shop. Now I rent from HDB, I pay 1,000 less. So 1 year, 12,000, 1 year, 10 years, 120,000. So I take over fee 100,000. Okay, 10 years I earn back already. If I run business, 10 years later I earn back.
The previous owner.
Yeah, previous owner, not owner tenant tenant. And then I after 10 years, I earn back. And then my rental will be lower than the private sector already. So, okay. And then if 5 years later, I don't want, I still can let other people take over. And if rental keep increasing, and then my takeover fee also can increase. I can get back my takeover fee, I can get back. But now government come out. Government take back, no takeover fee.
Okay, now how is government going to
Tender.
Tender.
Tender for the highest bidder. The person who bid the highest rent will get it. So government make more money.
And how long can he use
every month he pay rent until
forever? For 1 year or 2 years?
Normally they will renew your tenancy every year until you give up your business.
Renew every year.
Yeah, they will.
They have to give back to the government.
You must run your business. You violate regulation, they take back already.
So you carry on doing the business, the government take back,
Take back.
After 1 year.
No. You don't do business, they take back already.
Doing very big business.
Then you won't take back one. Government won't take back one. Government will not take back. That is the understanding.
Can I somebody take over?
Cannot. They already say no takeover already.
You use it forever.
But you can lease out 50% of the shop space to someone else. So you must own half. You must run your business. You don't run your business, they come and knock at your door. Why your half of the business always closed? They will disturb you like that. And the thing is, the takeover fee is daylight robbery. Straight away, the government take back all the shop and they earn the takeover fee in a sense. You see, of course, the government on paper in parliament, they say, okay, what for you want to make sure the renter is controlled. So you don't want people take over fee. Your take over fee every year keep going up. But going up because the rental keep going up. It's not the takeover fee is because of the rental. Okay, so this side.
Unsustainable.
So it's unsustainable because if HDB keep giving out loan, they don't have enough money already.
Okay.
So what they do, they increase the loan percentage, some breathing space, and then they allow banks to loan. Now you can buy HDB flat, you can take a bank loan instead of HDB loan. And then they make sure the price stable. So you buy and sell, okay. You buy and sell at the same, but 500,000 you buy, 500,000 you sell. Okay, the loan still in out, almost the same. So there's no stress on the cash flow. Okay, so you stabilize prices. You have many concept, BTO, a lot more people to buy, so the price keep dropping. Okay. Okay, now it's too much money. If there are too much money floating in the market, the rich will get richer. Guarantee one.
Wow.
Because first, the basic expenditure are low as a percentage. If you earn 10,000 a month, you spend 2,000. Okay, it's only 20%. Okay, you earn 50,000 a month, you spend 4,000. It's even lower percentage. But if you earn 2,000, you spend 1,800, it's almost 100%. You earn 1,000, you spend 1,000, gone already. So your basic expenditure, how? I mean, you earn money, or you know every month how much you spend. You try to spend more, drive car lah. I take MRT, I spend less. Then you drive car, you spend more. But you earn more, so much more. You spend also cannot finish. Every month you have thousands of dollars excess. Whereas the poor guy earn 2,000 a month, he hardly have a couple hundred saving. How can, so the poor is always spending money and the rich will definitely get richer. And then when the rich buy shares, the share price keep going up. And that's called inflation. When the share price keep going up, you got a lot of money, what you do? You access money, you buy properties, you buy asset, you buy land, everything. And then all this value keep going up. Then you buy, wow, painting, art, and then up this, wow, keep going up. Then you sell, you cash out, you got more money. And then you speculate, Bitcoin, all the nonsense thing. So you rich get richer.
But this basic level take how cost. If you get sick one time, you wipe out everything with it.
Same if you have 10 million in your bank, you sick one time, you
So,
cannot wipe
The
out.
hell industry earn only because in Singapore people say you can leave but cannot
No,
get sick.
that's beside the point.
So that means
The fella who earn 2,000, the fella earn 2,000 a month, he don't fall sick also, he cannot be rich.
Yeah.
The fella who earn 50,000 a month, he worry about sick, he more worry about death.
But if get sick, money not enough.
Where got normal people? It's either the rich or the poor. Middle income bo pian down. If you sick, but how many people sick and bankrupt? Let's say the fella earn 5,000 a month, he's sick, he got to pay 200,000 medical bill. He bankrupt already, he no money, he use up all his saving. Then start again, start again. No, it's okay.
Without if you don't get sick. But you get sick,
No, this is beside the point. Not everybody gets sick. Out of 100,000 middle income, maybe 10,000 sick. Okay, brush them off. They start. There's a mula, they start from zero. No, it's okay. Never mind. They start from zero again. No, you lose all his savings, start from zero. But if he can earn 5,000 a month, he will start from 5,000 a month. Whereas the poor guy who earn 2,000 a month, even he don't fall sick, he also cannot catch up on. Every month still no saving. Never mind. He wipe out all his income, but still after he recover, he still earn 5,000 a month. The fella who earn 10,000 a month, after he sick, he still can recover, still get 10,000 a month. The fella earn 50,000 a month because he's running a business. Even he's sick, the business still make 50,000 a month. He don't care. He buy share, the share give dividend. 50,000 a month. Every month he get money. He sleep also he make money. He sick also he make money. He can afford to be sick. He can't afford to die. He die better. The children take all the money. The children become richer. So the old mother saying health is wealth. No, health is wealth. Is bluffing. It's only the rich and powerful who will want you to believe health is wealth. Because the rich has the wealth. You don't have wealth. You don't want to compete with me. You don't earn more money. You keep yourself healthy. And health is wealth. So people like Lloyd will be happy. I'm healthy, I'm happy. But health is wealth. So he has wealth because he has health. So You don't come and compete with me. I am rich man. I keep making money. I keep quiet. You healthy. Oh, you are rich already. You are healthy. You is good. Health is everything. But you can fall sick as easy as the fella who is healthy or who is wealthy. I have money. I can afford to fall sick. I sick. I have nurse to look after me. Why? You sick. You go what? ICU. You can't afford ICU. You die faster. You see, I can eat medicine. My leg pain. I can chain leg. My heart problem. I can put chain heart. What's the problem? Of course, I can fall sick. A rich man can fall sick, and so does a poor man. And a poor man can fall sick more often because he is less healthy. The nutrition is less healthy. Of course, you can say the healthy people eat all the junk food, but healthy people can choose to eat healthy food. You ask people like, you think he eat junk food? No, ma. He also can eat healthy food. See, he got money, he also can eat healthy food. Okay, no money, also can eat healthy food. But those people without money, they can't afford healthy food. They must eat Maggi mee. And those who are rich, they afford brown rice, oatmeal. You think who is healthier? So it's okay, man. Of course, you force it, everybody can, but I think the rich don't. You may see newspaper lah, rich people get sick. Okay. Money is just a number in the bank. Oh, you all know. You look at your bank book, look at your statement, you use your phone, everything can. Okay, now the difference between Bitcoin and stable coin. Okay, Bitcoin has no backing, no value one. It's just a perceived value. Okay, it's just something that people think, oh, it's worth how much. Then they speculate, then the value go up, go up. It has no meaning one. You use Bitcoin to buy what? To buy house? No, you buy what? Buy kacang putih, buy lunch? No what? Then stable coin. Why they call it stable coin? Because it's supposed to be stable. You shouldn't be able to speculate lah. For example, you can buy like electronic coin like Bitcoin like that, but it is pegged to US dollar. So for example, if one coin is $1, then how to speculate? $1 can buy one coin. How to speculate? You think you'll go up like Bitcoin? Wow, $10,000 for one coin? No, you won't, because it's still $1, $1. Or there are some electronic coin pegged to property. So the property, is the property. This company own all this property. Then the asset is how much? So the coin has this value. The property won't suddenly become 10 times more. It will go up slowly lah. Then your value will go up slowly. So it's called stable coin. Okay, Facebook wanted to do this, like something like stable coin. You can use his company's share and asset and say, okay, I issue a coin pegged with Facebook. Maybe one coin is one share. Something like that.
Stable coin look like?
No look, no view, no look, just a number.
Where do you see it?
No, just a number.
So
that's a number in your phone. Okay, you have how many coins? That's all.
in a number.
It's just a number.
Donald Trump issue
Donald Trump is like Bitcoin. Trump one is like Bitcoin.
stable coin.
Have you got one on your handphone to see this?
No lah, it's just a number lah.
Then show the number. Is it a long number or short number?
It's just a short number.
Short number.
The best behind you can't see one. It's just like you open your bank book.
Bitcoin you go Philippines and spend on the grocery, everything, no?
Bitcoin.
Yeah. In Philippines.
I thought you bought some Bitcoin.
I don't have.
All the merchandise in the shops in Philippines, a lot of them accept Bitcoin.
Oh, the Bitcoin.
Yeah.
I mean, the country can.
Bitcoin is 20,000.
No. You just buy a small fraction of it. You don't own. You don't
You don't buy
own
a
that
whole
coin.
Bitcoin, whole Bitcoin.
Don't own that one coin. Somebody own that one coin, and you are only a small tag. A small
How does
tag.
it appear on the handphone?
But just a number, just a value.
That's number.
Number, how many coins? 0.0000 something.
So any symbol.
No, just a number lah. 0.0000.
Like say this you pay Bitcoin for small amount, Bitcoin for big amount. What is a bigger?
You open a bank book, okay, is Sing dollar. How many dollar you have?
Oh yeah.
You open a Japanese bank book, is how many yen you have?
Yeah.
It's also a number.
Yeah, but it's 20 yen.
No, you see 20 only. You see 20,000. But you that this is a yen.
Yeah, but
Then that's all. You will see 20,000, no? A number, but you don't know what is this. It's just Bitcoin 20,000. Okay, that's it.
No, but then you
Say
pay
that, so you go to visit Philippines and then see how people open.
No, that one different.
Yeah, I mean, apparently we all don't know.
I'm like you assume, but then it's so I say.
No, you just consider like electronic wallet. They are all like money electronic wallet. Like WeChat Pay, Alipay.
Platform that how.
Yeah.
But there was a number.
Okay, if you use PayLah,
So
no.
Bitcoin also is 200
the best
BC lah.
in Philippines support this sort of thing.
Yeah. So what I mean on a handphone is
Okay.
$20. So
The
Bitcoin is 200 BC lah. Bitcoin.
Okay. It's just they call it just like you go PayLah, you see in Sing dollar. You use PayLah now. You know, right? PayLah, you open up, there's an electronic wallet, you see a Sing dollar. Okay, so if you have a Bitcoin, the Bitcoin will be 0. something, 0.005, but meaningless. But they will convert to Sing dollar. They'll convert to Sing dollar for you to see. So now you see, oh, it's 20 Sing dollar. Okay, tomorrow you wake up, become 22 Sing dollar. Because the value has gone up. Another day come, 19 Sing dollar. Because the value go down.
That is a Bitcoin.
Like that also, and you can, some app like Wise app, you can change to US dollar. So they tell what's the equivalent to US dollar. Oh, then what's the equivalent to ringgit? What's the equivalent to Sing dollar? That's all. So when you spend the equivalent of that, whatever coin behind it. You can have a Sing dollar, let's say PayLah is an intention, let's say, okay, GrabPay. GrabPay is also like PayLah, it's a wallet. But if you go Malaysia, it become ringgit. They convert it to ringgit. They say, oh, I have so many ringgit. Then you call Grab in Malaysia, you pay by Grab, then they deduct in ringgit. And then when you come back to Singapore, become Sing dollar.
So in the Philippines, we use Bitcoin.
They use peso, but the Bitcoin is used to convert to peso, peso convert to Bitcoin. That's all. It's just like a US dollar convert to peso, peso convert to US dollar. It's the same.
But that means that the bank support something. The bank.
No, this stuff not supported by bank. The app, as long as the app support, enough people support.
This is not supported by bank.
No, the bank don't support Bitcoin.
Who is behind this conversion?
Somebody in the world, they no control.
Just
Okay, finally we finish this quickly. Wow, very long. Okay. Now gold and silver. Okay, gold, silver cannot be created. That's why they are quite stable. Okay, they have an inherent value because they have industrial use.
yeah.
Okay, silver is cheaper than gold because more plentiful. I mean, and then gold has a big jewelry market. The value of the gold is because most of the gold are not used. It's in the vault. They store somewhere. Say, oh, I have so much gold. They store, so it's not in circulation. That's why the value keep going up. Okay, if you take all this gold out and use, then the value is in the use. All your electronic device will go plated. All your computer, your board and nut go plated. It won't rust. But the value will drop. Okay. Then the point, how will you trust that the bank has a gold? So the bank must say, oh, China say I have gold. use my yuan, I can convert. You can go to Shanghai
Yeah.
exchange, you can convert to gold, but you cannot take out the gold. You can convert, now you have to go. So some bank, even Singapore, you can open a gold account, but it's called virtual gold. Now you put a deposit, you pay money, you buy 100 gram of gold, and then they credit 100 gram.
All these depository, the country cannot take out the gold. They just move from one section to another section. Right?
No, they don't move up. It's just on paper only.
So China got a lot of gold from America or from other sources.
Yeah, but they ship the gold back to China.
They should go
You
back.
put the gold in US Canton, you jialat.
Yeah. So China has been taking gold back.
Yeah, from Africa, from every country, fly the gold back
Right,
in
go back.
aeroplane, physically fly back and keep. But you don't know where to keep. And if, let's say,
So they keep for you. So you can
no, they keep for themselves. Last time US and Britain say they keep for
they
you.
keep for you.
So
Okay.
they know you have so much gold, then your currency you print how much based on the gold. So there's a trust. People trust that your currency is stable because you have gold with in some royal bank in England or in US. So people will trust that your money is real. It's backed by gold. All the gold is somewhere. Now they don't, they take back. France sent a better ship to US. Say, I want my gold back.
So China
Didn't get back. The France didn't get back the gold from US.
Why?
The US don't give on. Say I
How
don't.
about China?
China didn't. China
US
put,
released the gold.
I don't think China keep gold in the US already. They all put in back in China.
They were shipped back before.
Formally lah.
A bit only, maybe.
Or not shipped back.
I don't know. This one
It doesn't know.
maybe a bit. Like Singapore don't. Singapore
Singapore, I think
they keep they keep in Singapore. When they started
extra look.
they negotiated and they said keep the money here. So you keep in other country, the fella don't pay you, you're in trouble. That's like your gold want to put in my house. I got for you lah. Yeah, you want don't want ma? Okay. So that's it. Any question?
So fungible and non-fungible have we talked about non-fungible? Fungible is money lah. Money is fungible. Can change about. How about non-fungible?
That's why nowadays youngster always go back and think on something, but for me I can't think of something. Because we are all wage earner lah. Wage earner cannot earn so much, cannot think so much because we are passionate about only business man can think of this sort of thing and right now. I think wage earner for us normally what's right, what's good, what's it, unless businessman, I think you can really think of some. I just wonder how you get that some that wasn't.
Then give the slide for me to go and sleep over it. Now, send me your slide.
You have to we start that. You can tell. Fine. They say you wish another everything you visit with
One president.
Maybe I see how to. Where's the recording stop? Oh,
It's about the wish